Message to New York's governor coming from the Sunshine State. Put your ads where the sun don't shine.
My 3.5 years as governor, I have seen
All right, I apologize for that audio problem, but the governor is, as any state governor do, championing his state, this time at the expense of Florida, saying it is a more attractive environment than the Sunshine State. Florida's top money guy, Jeff Atwater, who says enough is enough. The governor is wrong, just plain old wrong. We called the New York governor's office. We haven't heard back, but we have this gentleman with us and a statement from the New York governor coming shortly. Well, what do you make of this? I mean, you've seen what the New York governor is saying, Jeff, what New York is saying, that it's the draw, not you. What do you say?
Neil, thanks for having me on. First off, people have been coming here for hundreds of years trying to sell us snake oil as a cure for yellow fever. So we've seen this before. The bottom line is, when in a place like Florida, our governor gets it, Rick Scott gets it. You keep the spending down, you keep the taxes down, you fight litigation, you bring down your debt, you attract the innovators and the creators, and they bring the capital to Florida. They'll bring the capital to any place. There's no patent on these ideas. And so, when I saw the television ads, and frankly, I had people across Florida asking me about what are these ads and whose money is he spending on this? Well, obviously he's spending taxpayer money on this out of New York, and we don't mind him spending the money in Florida, but even car dealers and drug manufacturers have to put that warning disclaimer at the end and tell you the rest of the story. And so we in Florida have enjoyed a low tax, low litigation, low spending environment, and it's created the largest private sector job growth in the entire country over the last year. We have a AAA credit rating. We have reserves that are positive on the foreseeable future and the outlook. So if you're going to come to Florida and try to deceive someone into something that's not so attractive when they finally get a hold of it, you ought to just be clear and say that. Neil, that's kind of what we're saying.
All right. Now, of course, those who aren't aware of this, I would have picked another state to fight with because, I know full well there's no income tax in Florida. There's no estate tax in Florida. It's a big draw for not only retirees but young people themselves. But I think what they were trying to say, Jeff, that is New York, in these ads, is that these enterprise zones and allowances for businesses that are made, to attract them, there's zero taxes. There's 0% taxes for X number of years. Your argument is that's a head fake, right?
My argument is in Florida, when we did the exemption on sales tax for manufacturing equipment, we didn't see you had to be in this particular neighborhood, you had to be in this particular industry. When we raised the exemption so that tens of thousands of small business owners pay no corporate income taxes, we didn't say in this industry or in this neighborhood. We said, come in and believe and try and give it a shot and do it in Florida. So frankly, yeah, at the end of the ad, he ought to say, if we can't shoehorn you into a quarantined area, you're not going to get the benefits. And by the way, if we do shoehorn you into this geography, on your way home, you're going to be paying the highest gas taxes in America. And when you get home, you're going to be paying the highest property taxes in America. Just be straight with people. In Florida, we don't believe that you should define down to a specific neighborhood or a specific industry a little bit of a break.
Well, what about an enticement wherever the neighborhood is at 0%, and that outdoes you? You say what?
We say if you want to run a business for 3 to 5 years, this may be your solution. But if you want to build something and grow something and pass it on to the next generation, for heaven's sakes, don't do it in a place where this is going to expire on you, or don't do it in a place where you can't build a second location. Come to Florida and turn loose your dreams, and we're not going to get in your way.
All right, Jeff Atwater, thank you very, very much. That statement from the governor's office says essentially what I had said or tried to phrase, that they are saying for a CEO he must be pretty bad at math if he doesn't understand that the zero in startup, zero tax zones means no taxes for new businesses. But again, as Jeff pointed out, that there are some big differences there over the long term.
Zero personal income tax. Zero personal income tax, no small business corporate taxes all the time.
You serve your state very well, Jeff. Thank you very, very much.
Come on down. Come on down.
I know it quite well. Meanwhile, remember the financial meltdown. Remember the